One morning, the boy wakes up because of the noise his phone makes. At first, it seems to be just another morning. But as he opens his eyes and looks up at the ceiling, the boy freezes, noticing that some red characters are painted all over his room. At first, he asks himself, what is going on, and who wrote those things on his ceiling? In the next second, those start disappearing, and as he scratches his eyes, the boy believes this may be because he is still half asleep. This may have been just a hallucination. However, those words were way too clear and real, and as he looks around, something is strange. The place he is right now is not his bedroom. As he got on his feet, he started looking for the instant noodle cup he left on the bedside table after eating it last night and the 2 used tissues he threw on the floor. As he wonders what is going on, some memories that show him this is a different world compared to his enters his mind. Apparently, in this world, he is also an orphan, similar in age and appearance, but their life paths are entirely different. In his previous world, the boy received assistance from kind-hearted individuals and got into a prestigious university, while in this world he dropped out of high school and started working as a salesperson in real estate, leading a common life. By the look of it, he passed in a parallel world on someone else's body. However, the strange thing at the moment is that, from all the memories he has received, none of them show the blood-written characters that were in his room. A moment later, the boy paralyzed hearing someone calling him honey, and this stunning woman with amazing big eyes showed up leaning on his door, suggesting it was breakfast time, and oh boy, if it were me, I would jump straight into action and dig in those melons. But wait, there is a problem that my small head could not predict. Looking at her, the boy is surprised, knowing that he had already gotten married this early in the parallel world. However, he is unable to say anything, and the stunning-looking woman approaches him, repeating that it is time for breakfast. Now, seeing her closer, the boy believes traveling to another world is not that bad. Without that, he could not have found such a beautiful and kind wife in his entire life. Something seems to be a bit strange because this woman keeps on repeating herself and saying that it is time for breakfast, and even though my horny ass would love to embrace her, I would still be able to see that red flag coming out of her back. However, the boy is blind at the moment. He does not know how to call her lady, wife, sweetheart, maybe even a good daughter. Having this problem, he thinks the memories of the original body's owner should be in the brain, and as he searches for the way he should call her, something strange happens. He could not find the name of his wife. He could not find any relationship history. No special skills or hobbies. There is no memory of this person sitting beside him in the original owner's memories. With that in mind, he is finally able to see the red flag. This woman has looked at him without blinking even once. Not even a fly that went on her. I managed to gather a reaction from the woman. And worried about this situation, the boy asked her who she was. And yeah, finding out he is able to see her, the stunning woman turns into something else, resembling a demon that can open his mouth a lot, and oh god. By looking at this panel, I almost had a heart attack. Just imagine the possibilities. However, this boy has no riz, and in the next second, everything turns blank. Moments later, the boy wakes up in his bed sweating hard just as he just had a nightmare. And as he wonders again what is going on, thinking that it could have been just a dream, seeing those blood-written characters makes him realize it is not the case. Now as he tries to understand what just happened, looking at the characters disappearing, he believes this might be a clue, telling him to play dumb, but with second thoughts, he realizes the original owner of this body was not blind. He was just an ordinary person, and in his memories he never saw his wife. Moreover, he had never seen any unusual activity. Now he comes to the conclusion that he cannot let his wife know that he can see her. But believe me, it's easier said than done. Just take another look at those big eyes. Who could ignore them? Even at the cost of my life, I would take a good last look. Now is the testing time. The woman enters his room as the boy stands on his bed, fighting his demons. She already used her first spell, under the shoulder. However, the boy's determination is stronger than his urges, and he knows that only by ignoring her can he stay alive. Then she used the second spell, front view melons. Yet, the boy is still able to hold himself, until she hits him with the strongest spell, head spinning, moving closer to the boy and stretching her tongue to his cheek, making the boy show an unpleasant expression as her saliva burns his skin. And with that, it is time for another morning in the wholesome household of the boy and his wife. This time he is at a loss. The boy starts questioning, is this a death rest or an endless loop? Maybe a return to the starting point after every death, similar to a save point in a game? Thinking about the woman's behavior and how she needed to confirm whether he could see her or not. Only then can she take action. That's why this time the boy grabs his phone and starts looking at women live streamers dancing and exposing their costumes. When the wife entered the room and once again said it was time for breakfast, no reaction came from the boy until she moved closer and started whispering sweet things to his ear. As he keeps on scrolling, trying to keep his focus, the boy comes across the streamer looking exactly like his wife, prompting the boy to make a sudden move, and in the next second the woman shows up beside him, revealing a hungry expression. However, the boy is not ready to give up and prepares to throw a punch, only to see how weak and pathetic he is. And as you already know, as he closed his eyes, the boy returned to the moment he woke up. This has already happened more than 6 times due to the lack of acting skills the boy has and the fact that when his wife moves closer, he is still startled. For the 8th time he tried to escape, but it turned out to be impossible. That's why he decided to play the game a little differently and tried to play it cool. However, not even that worked. Death after death until he got to the number of 16 deaths, during which time he received the memories of the original bodies and gained some knowledge about what kind of world this is. This world is like a fairy tale, with the only difference compared to this being that in this world there are a noticeably and absurdly high number of bizarre and strange stories. Then came death with number 18, when he finally lost a bit of insanity, and all he desires right now is to put an end to this demon's work. Thankfully, these deaths were not in vain because, as the woman comes to his room and invites him to breakfast, he realizes that she always wants to wake him up but never makes physical contact. With that in mind, he stands up and walks towards the door where the woman is standing. However, as they are extremely close to one another, the boy just walks through her as if it were just a product of his imagination. The boy even cooks for himself, prompting the woman to say that she already cooked for him, but he already knows that is a big, fat lie like her big melons. This is just the way she wants to deceive people. As the boy enjoys his meal, that woman keeps on trying to get a reaction from him, but it's too late for that. He must go outside, and in order to do that, the boy must pretend he cannot see her. Even as he goes to the exit door, the woman takes the form of the door handle. Yet not even this seems to work, and the boy is finally outside. And one thought kept on persisting in his mind. No one can get away with it after killing him 18 times. Right now, all he desires is revenge, and he is motivated to find a way to eliminate the demons. Moments later, sitting in front of the building's door that leads him to the outside world, the boy pushed the door only to be stunned, believing that the place he is in right now is hell. Countless creatures walking by the city, as this place is their own. Seeing this, he starts laughing in despair. However, he gains some hope when a little girl eating candy approaches him, concerned about his health. This is such a relief. Finally being able to have some human-to-human contact. The boy starts patting the girl's head, only to discover that this cute-looking girl is just another demon ready to take his soul.